viewers, and welcome to today's edition of Rod Blog. Yes, we are coming to you from Maple Bay, British Columbia, on Vancouver Island in Canada. And this, what you're seeing behind me, is actually a live scene in Paris. And I think it's in the Marais. Which we've been to, lovely. But it's a lovely day in Paris, a lovely Saturday. Now, this was taking a few hours ago. It's not live at this moment because of the time change, but that's what I have on in the background here, that you can see the people of Paris and tourists walking about Paris as we do this Rob blog today. Now, I didn't have a lot on my list to talk to you today about, but I want to talk first of all about you gals and talk to you gals out there. What do you think? If the gals were running this world, would we have that gentleman in Russia right now invading another country because he wants to expand and maybe go back to the way that it used to be in the USSR? I don't know. But I think it might be a different world if the ladies were in power. Now, when you think around the world, here in Canada, I don't believe we have one premier of a province who is a gal anymore. We used to have one here in BC, a gal, and we also had a gal in Ontario a few years ago, but I think that has ended now. We do have Chrystia Freeland, who's the Deputy Prime Minister to Justin Trudeau, and she's quite good. I like watching her. Could be a candidate for a Liberal Prime Minister in the future. And then we have the gal that is the leader of the opposition, the Conservatives right now, Candice Bergen. Candice. I don't have very much good to say about Candice. Except, no, I can't say it. Yes, I can. Be quiet, Candice. Okay? Yeah. Anyways, then elsewhere in New Zealand, of course, the Prime Minister there is a lady. And we used to have the lady in Germany, but she's no longer there. Of course, she stepped down after a good many years of service to Germany. So not a lot of gals. And if you notice all this warmongering, it's all the men. It's the men in Russia versus the men in Ukraine. I haven't seen, either in Russia or Ukraine, I have not seen a lady speak about why this atrocity of war is going on. And what if it spreads through the rest of Europe? I mean, is this WW3? I don't know. I've read many comments and some little editorials and pieces that people are afraid that if Russia gets Ukraine, then Belarus is next. And well, Belarus is already pretty friendly. But there's a lot of other countries there that Russia can expand back into. And I just think maybe if the ladies were there, it might be cooler heads prevail. Because let's face it, there's other things. We all want to live. We just want to have a good life and enjoy, like the people of Paris here, enjoying strolling around and shopping and sitting at cafes and enjoying the sunshine. Why do these people, and there's one person in particular, warmongering, why do they not see the joy and the quality of life that is here? Why can't they see that quality of life instead of tanks and killing people? I don't get it. I don't think most of the world gets it. But I do know one thing. I wish it would stop. And I suppose I'm not a warmonger. I'm not a female, as you can say. I'm not a lady. Although I did play a lady once, Sister Mary Margaret. And I think she would say, what the feck is going on with this? Like, so maybe we do need to send a little reminder over there, and we have to suffer the consequences. But I think this man has to be stopped. And I don't know how that is. And personally, I think he's a few bricks short of and I think all the people around him are probably afraid to stand up or say anything. It was like Osama bin Laden there. I mean, it took a few years before they finally smoked him out, and that was it. But you know, it's usually this one guy. We saw it in Nazi Germany, didn't we? We saw it then. Same thing happened, and now we have this guy in Russia, which I think is the same thing. I mean, what is it? I mean, it probably is 90%, 99% of the world would rather not have this happening. And then there's China. I'm not sure where they're at. I mean, they're a huge freaking country too. You know, maybe they have a couple of women lower down in the ranks, but you know, nothing up there controlling things. It's all the mindset of these men who want a warmonger. So, like, give it a rest. Let's give the ladies a chance, and we'd be dancing and singing, or maybe trying on nail polish. I don't know. That's what I have to say about that. And these lovely views of France. Now, if you also want to go on YouTube, you can just do a little search on YouTube for walking tours of Paris, or walking tours of London too are also great. If you've never been, it'll give you an idea of what the cities are like to walk around. Now, no one telling you about where you're at. There's no narration, is what I should say. You're just hearing the street sounds, and you can turn that off if you don't want to hear it. But it's a great way to tour Paris and to tour London with these walking tours. So do a search on YouTube, and that's what I do. And every couple of days or so, I sit and I watch an hour or two of the walking tours. Now, a lot of the places the hubby and I have been to, so I'm familiar with the streets, and there are other places that are new. But if you can't afford to travel, you don't want to travel, this is a great way to see part of the world by going to these walking tours. And they're all there on YouTube. Just do a search. That's it for today. I just wanted to do my little bit there and just wonder if the gals are in power, if we have this same crap going on in the world. Sending our hearts out to everyone in the Ukraine. You shouldn't have to be going through this. You shouldn't be losing your homes to bombs and missile strikes. It's absolutely ridiculous. Here on the island, we'll enjoy a weekend as best we can. We don't have a lot of sunshine today. We've got a few days of kind of cloud, maybe some showers here and there until we get about midweek. But that's okay. It's not -20 and snowing, which is a good thing too. So ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a great weekend, and we will talk to you very soon. Thank you so much for joining me right here on this edition of Blog. And don't forget to tell your friends and family and neighbors about my blog. And also, if you'd like to, feel free to subscribe. Bye for now, and thank you again for tuning in. Bye-bye.